To begin with, I'd like to tell you about my childhood. Nevertheless, we succeeded. To put it another way, we're exhausted. Welcome back to Lingoni English. My name's Emily, and in this lesson, we are taking a look at discourse markers in English. Let's get started. Now, why do we use discourse markers in English? So first of all, they help us organize information. They structure conversations or show you the order of points, for example, first, second, third, and the relationships between ideas, so however, moreover, etc. These discourse markers also guide the reader. They help to keep a logical flow of ideas and help guide the reader to know what's coming next. Discourse markers also help to guide the reader or listener. They help you follow the flow and also show the writer or speaker's intent. For example, when you say to sum up or I mean. They also help to manage interaction. So they help in conversation flow and politeness. For example, if you say well or anyway. They also create cohesion and coherence. They help build ideas and link them. So for example, or in connection, they emphasize and they mitigate. So they can emphasize points or they can soften statements. For example, indeed or just. And lastly, they enhance clarity and flow. Okay, so now you know why we use them, but let's look at how to use them. We will use them when introducing a topic. Well, we should begin by reviewing what we learned last week. So let's dive into the main topic of our discussion. Anyway, let's talk about the next steps in the project. Right, let's move on to the next point on the list. To begin with, we need to understand the problem at hand. You can also use them when adding information. And we should keep the timeline in mind. Also, we can't forget to address customer feedback. Moreover, the team has suggested some new ideas. Furthermore, we can improve our overall efficiency. In addition, we need to update the stakeholders regularly. You can use them when contrasting ideas. But we need to ensure that the quality isn't compromised. However, this approach might take a little more time than expected. On the other hand, this could lead to larger savings in the long run. Yet, we must consider the risks involved. Nevertheless, the project must be completed by the deadline. You can also use these when explaining or clarifying. I think we should really focus on the critical issues. In other words, the current plan needs revision. That is, we're aiming for a more streamlined process. To put it another way, we need a strategy that delivers quick results. You can use them when giving examples. For example, we could implement a new training program. For instance, the newest survey highlights areas for improvement, such as increasing our social media presence to attract younger customers. You'll use them when indicating a sequence. First, let's outline our main objective. Next, we'll assign tasks to each team member. Then we'll start working on implementation. And finally, we'll review the results and make adjustments. You will also use these when summarizing or concluding. In conclusion, we've identified the key areas for improvement. To sum up, we should focus on increasing productivity. All in all, the project was a success, despite some challenges. Overall, we've made significant progress in the last quarter. And lastly, you use these when showing cause and effect. So, we'll need to adjust our strategy accordingly. Therefore, we should consider hiring additional staff. As a result, our profits have increased significantly. Because of this, we are now able to expand our services. So, in conclusion, discourse markers are essential for creating clear and coherent communication. They will help your reader or your listener follow the structure of your argument or whatever you're trying to say. Which ones of these have you used? Are any of these new for you? Tell us in the comments below. Also, if you're wanting a little practice using these, go over to lingoni.com now and sign up for the app. In the app, you'll get worksheets and interactive exercises for this lesson, as well as all other lessons in the Lingoni universe. Also, we have podcasts to help your listening skills and extra vocab training to take your English to the next level. We can't wait to see you there. Bye.